and life does happen in seasons, and you know, some weeks are just going to be like that. They're just going to demand more attention from you, and you're not going to be able to be like as consistent, and that's okay because it's still been good enough, right? But so many people don't allow themselves to sit in that place of good enough. And if a lot of your weeks are good enough, you're still going to make a lot of progress because you won't slide backwards. You'll probably make a little, okay, it might be a bit slower than other weeks, but you're still going to be moving in the right direction rather than just going like, oh, it's busy, so fuck it, I'm not going to track, I'm not going to train, everything's out the window. Because then that obviously is going to bring you backwards, right? Hello, good morning. Welcome back to the YouTube. How are we doing this week? I've missed you guys. I feel like it's been a while since I've vlogged. I suppose it's probably been 2 weeks. Yeah, like 2 weeks because I didn't do a vlog last week. I obviously did my sit down reviewing my off-season video, which seems to be doing quite well, you know. It's actually, in terms of views, it's doing pretty well. So I'm happy about that because those kind of videos where it's just you sitting down talking for like 50 minutes. It's like, is anybody going to watch this? So I'm happy with that. And it is currently Thursday, November 28th, which means it's fucking December in 3 days. 2 days. 2 days. Yeah, because 30 days has September, and November? I think so. I'm pretty sure Sunday is the 1st. Yeah, so that would make sense. I mean, by the time you're watching this, it will literally be December. And, like, I just don't understand. I felt like October went by like that, and November's been the exact same, which is just insanity. So, yeah, so last time I picked up the camera, I was in Prague. That feels like ages ago. But also it feels like just yesterday. I don't know. Time doesn't make sense when you get older. I tell you that for nothing. If you're watching this and you're in like your early 20s, just wait. Time is coming for you. Time is coming for you. Anyway, what's the story with me? So this week has actually been an interesting week, I suppose. Give you some little updates. So the original plan, which I told you guys a few weeks ago, was that I was going to still be in basically like building phase off season until basically I go to Dubai on the 11th, go to Dubai, come home, come down to maintenance. Well, in my check-in this week, Christian was like, surprise, we're going to go to maintenance today. And I was like, okay. So basically that's him telling me that I was too fat. I'm joking. I don't think that's what he was saying. But he was like, we may as well just come down to maintenance now. Because potentially I might start my prep when I get back from Dubai on the 16th of December. Maybe. I'm still basically waiting. Certain show dates have come out, which might mean that I end up competing like a week or two earlier than I thought I was going to. It just depends on other show dates that I'm still waiting for, because so many people have just not given out their show dates yet, and I'm like, guys, it's literally fucking December. Can you tell me so that I can plan, please? But yeah, it's just going to depend, but potentially we're going to start prep a teeny bit earlier. Now, obviously, like, Christmas is happening. Like, I'm not enjoying my Christmas dinner, you know what I mean? Like, I still have a few things. Like, I've got Christmas dinner, I've got a meal out with friends, I'm going to Amsterdam for New Year's Eve. That's going to be just like raving all night though, so realistically I'll drop like £5 there, so no need to worry about that. But it's not going to be like it would be like prep has started, and like the days I can be super on track, I'll be on track, but like the real 100% prep with like everything going in kind of vibe will be the start of January. But it's just a few extra weeks potentially of fat loss, which it's like, why not kind of do it, I suppose? You know, like I could still like lose a good amount. Like I could easily lose, like knowing how my body responds, I could easily lose like 10 pounds in that period, which I know some people would be like, that's crazy, but my body responds quick. So it's just, we're gonna see. Once I have all the show dates, I'll know. But yeah, basically came down to maintenance. Now I say he pulled me down to maintenance, he literally took away 50 carb. So I'm still on 400 carb on a train a day, 350 carb on a non-train day. I was literally planning this week to film like my 450 gram carb full day of eating. And then the fucker took my food down. I'm joking. Christian, I love you. I'm sure he's not watching this. But I'm still going to film a full day of eating today, because realistically 400 carbs, like that's still a lot of food. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the adjustments that I made from like what my peak off-season food was. So like it's really simple. It's just like slightly less, like instead of 4 wraps I'm having 3, that sort of stuff. But I'm gonna do that today. But like, guys, not to be dramatic, but like it's been 2 days, I'm so hungry. Like, I'm so hungry. Like, I'm not so hungry. I'm obviously, like, in reality, it's not that bad. But, like, because it's been, like, I spent so long there just, like, never feeling hungry. I'm like, why am I hungry? And also, on Monday, I was like, okay, I'm throwing away my vape because, full disclosure, I've been bad with the vape the last few weeks. So I was like, I'm going to throw away the vape so that I'm not vaping before prep, because realistically I will start again, you know, eventually at a point in prep, because it helps a little bit. So I was like, I'll stop now to kind of like get it out of my system, not realising that he was going to pull my food down the next day. So it's a bit of a double whammy week. I'm really raw dogging the hunger, you know what I mean? I say, like, it's literally not even, I'm not that hungry. It's just like slightly feel my belly rumbling. It's psychological. And I say this to everybody. Whenever your food gets dropped, like, even if it's not into like a big deficit, you know you're eating less, so you think that you're like super hungry, but you're not. But anyway, so that's kind of the updates on me. So I've just been working this morning, doing some bits and pieces, have a couple of new clients to set up this week, which is great. I'm sorry, love to see people starting the last week of November. Like, those are the people who are going to do well, because they're like, fuck it, I'm not waiting for the perfect time. Love that vibe. Have something fun launching next week, so I've been working on that for fucking weeks and months now. So I'm just doing the last little bits and pieces of that. Plan of action today is train quads and glutes. I am feeling a little bit beat up, but I'll be fine. I'll be fine. And that's really it. Got some calls later. So it's a nice, normal, boring week, which is good. That's what I need. So I basically got this week and next week that are completely boring and normal. Then the following week I'm heading to Dubai, and I'm actually so excited now. Guys, for real, if anybody has Dubai recommendations, can you let me know? Like, I literally am there for like 3 days. So there's not a whole lot that I'm going to be able to do. I know I want to go to the Global Village because I love anything that's like a food market. Basically, my plan is to eat my way through the Global Village, come back 10 pounds heavier, and then I can lose 10 pounds in 2 days and be like, I lost 10 pounds in 2 days. Jokes. But anyway, that's the plan. So yeah, I just dyed my eyebrows, so they're looking kind of dark. Love it. I'm also getting my hair done on Saturday, because I got it, like, I don't know if you guys remember, but I did like the purple. Loved it, but now the top of my hair is purple and the ends of my hair are ginger, and I'm not vibing that, so I'm just going to go back to brown. Just going to go back to brown. Okay, I feel like I've just given you every single life update, but there you go. It's like being on FaceTime with a friend, really. Right, I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to do some posing practice first. Yes, I'm going to do some posing practice first because I've been really on it with posing, and I want to stay on it because that posing shit needs to be locked down. Because we've kind of, like, I mean, I don't know, in my head I've kind of started prep. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like a wee soft launch prep. So I'll talk a bit more about that throughout the video, about like getting your mindset ready for prep. But anyway, please don't forget to follow my YouTube channel. I would love, like, I'm nearly at 500 subscribers. I'm hoping I'll be at 500 before one day. I'm going to put a story up on my Instagram. But I'd love to get like 750 subscribers by the end of the year. That's maybe a bit of a tall order, but I would love that. So if you're watching this and you're not fucking subscribed, please subscribe. It really does mean the world to me. Give it a like, give it a comment, and of course, as always, share it on your social medias. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you soon. Posing practice done. I had a lesson with Sanaya last week. Sanaya's my coach, my posing coach. She owns limitless she owns Limitless Flow Posing, and I'm a sponsored athlete, which is amazing, because she's incredible. And like, literally, I've been working with her since my first season. So yeah, we had a lesson. So I feel like we've kind of finally nailed down my transitions. So I'm just really, really, really working on those. And my biggest issue is my hands. My fucking hands. I don't know what to do with them. This is the problem with going from figure to wellness. Like in figure, like you don't really notice your hands, whereas I feel like in wellness I'm always doing something weird with my hands, like they're like claws. So I'm just trying to get those a bit more flowy. But anyway, so I'm about to go on a walk. So I've just got dressed. Thought I'd show you my gym fit, you know, why not? I like doing things like this. Shocker, we are once again in Dark Sport. Fucking sponsor me already, Dark Sport. It's a joke. But green bra, cloudy shorts. This is the vibe. My legs are looking pretty fucking big. And I'm gonna wear my green shoes. My shoes that literally match everything. And then when I go to walk, I'm gonna throw on this t-shirt from the Bushido collection, because it's kind of at the point now, like I like a t-shirt when I'm out on a walk in the morning, just because it's a bit cold, and I like a t-shirt in the gym. You know what, I'm already feeling a bit better. Like I'm not like any leaner just from 2 days of like slightly lower food, but I just feel less like a stuffed potato 24/7, which is nice. So in my head I'm shredded basically. Stand on stage next week, you know. Okay, time for a walk. Bye. Right. It is 3:45. I have literally just spent the afternoon just programming, doing a few client setups, and I have a call at 4 with one of my old clients is coming back. Always love that. That's literally like the best thing ever. So I've just made my third meal, which is the wraps with barbecue sauce, chicken, pineapple, almond butter. So my first and second meals were the exact same as they would have been like before my food got pulled down slightly. So breakfast and lunch, or not breakfast and lunch, breakfast and post workout. This meal, I actually had started having rice with this meal because I was having 4 wraps and I just kept finding that I literally needed to fall asleep afterwards, because wraps, while they're lower volume, they have more fat in them, and it was just like, it was just not like, it wasn't that I was bloated afterwards, but I genuinely would feel like I was in a carb coma every single time. So I decided to start having chicken, rice and pineapple and almond butter for like the last like 2 or 3 weeks, and that was doing so well. Like I would literally be hungry like an hour and a half later. So I think like when you are on like higher carbs, play around with carb sources, because a lot of people would say like, oh, wraps are great because they're low volume, and it's like, yeah, but also they won't sit well with everybody. So yeah, since I pulled it down to 3 wraps, it's fine. Like literally, I'm like, bro, still fucking hungry afterwards. Well, not really, but like I love it. Like I love this meal, but I just couldn't do the 4 wraps. I was like I would literally go upstairs and just be like panned out beside my desk, like I'm gonna fucking like crash here. So yeah, it's definitely nice to not be absolutely stuffed 24/7. So I'm gonna chow down on this, and then I will be up in my office on a call, because you know the grind never stops. Alrighty, I feel like I always fucking intro clips like that. I am on a walk, as you can fucking tell. It's like 5:45, so I like going on walks before dinner now, just because it gets dark after, and I don't really like walking along here in the dark, like, because there's no lights on the beach, obviously. Obviously this is my view. Gorgeous. It's usually a bit nicer when it's kind of sunny, but guys, I'm so embarrassed for myself, but I am currently experiencing the worst fucking withdrawals or cravings for vaping, and like I said earlier, I've literally quit vaping like 4 or 5 times. I just do it, you know, like I fall into doing it and then I stop. But I was literally sitting at my desk like I was like, I want to punch somebody because of how much I just want to vape, and like because I'm also kind of hungry too. I was just getting so frustrated. It's actually wild. Like I know it's gonna pass in a day or two, and like I know that because I feel this way I have to stop, because it's not a good way to feel. But Jesus Christ, who would have thought a fucking stick of flavoured air would make you feel that way? So yeah, not very cute, not very cool. A little bit embarrassing. Anyway, whilst I'm out here on my little strolly poo, I thought I'd chat a bit about like pre-prep maintenance phases and why you would even do one. Because you might be kind of thinking, surely you would just like bulk until you start your prep, right? Because don't you want to gain as much muscle as possible? And in some scenarios, like yes, to a degree, but I do also think there's a lot of utility in like pulling down to maintenance and letting the body just rest for a bit. So what you want to remember is being in a surplus is quite stressful on the body, especially if you're in a big surplus and you're pushing a lot of food, you're pushing a lot of weight, you're potentially dealing with a bit of insulin resistance, like more inflammation, just fatigue. Going straight from that state into a diet state, it might take you a little bit of time to actually get responsive in terms of your deficit. And so the idea is you come down to maintenance calories, you let the body chill a bit, kind of get fresh, you sort of let the muscle marinate. That's a very bro thing, but I do understand like what they mean. You know, you spend time at that new set point of muscle mass before coming down into a diet and into a deficit. Obviously another like aspect of this is you don't want to just continue gaining fat until you start your diet. I mean, you could, right? Like I think that's kind of the case here. Is I'm at a point now where this is a good starting point for prep, and I don't necessarily want to get much fatter before I start prep, which I could do if I stayed in a surplus, because the longer you're in a surplus and the longer you're gaining weight, there is potentially a greater propensity to actually like gain body fat. This is what's called P ratio. So essentially it's this notion that like the leaner somebody is, the more muscle they're going to gain relative to fat, whereas the more body fat they have, the more body fat they'll gain relative to muscle. There's been some studies that kind of discount this, so I don't know how much of it is true, but even if you look at things like your insulin sensitivity, your ability to handle food, you could potentially be gaining more fat than muscle
the deeper you are in a surplus, right? So I just don't want to get fatter, basically. And the point I'm at now is kind of a nice point for me to start my diet, or not a nice point for me to start, but you know, a nice point for me to start my diet. So, and realistically, the way my body responds, I'll probably lose like a little bit of weight over the next while, potentially, maybe, I hope, while also still training hard. Another issue as well that some people would have is sometimes if you come straight from a surplus into a diet, you don't really know what someone's maintenance calories are. So you don't know exactly how to put them into a deficit. And so you can spend the first few weeks of a prep trying to just get a response because you're not sure where their deficit lies. And so pulling down to maintenance and actually establishing where someone's maintenance is means you can then create a better start point for prep. So for example, I was on like 3,200 calories. We're now on about like 2,800, right? So let's say my weight does maintain over the next few weeks. We know, or we can guess that with the activity levels I'm doing and the training I'm doing right now, that's about my maintenance, which means if we want to elicit a pound to a pound and a half per week, we know, okay, we need to go down to like 2,300 calories. And if we want more than that, we need to increase the increase cardio, increase steps, or bring calories down lower, right? Or increase thermogenics, i.e. clan. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it just gives us a better idea and reference to start with, rather than starting in a state where you're in a surplus and you're a bit stressed and you just might not get a great response straight out the gate. Also, like, a maintenance phase would definitely apply for people who are running PEDs or who have been running anabolics prior to prep. So like, obviously I've not been on any anabolics since July, start of August, so that's not really an issue for me. But you know, say you had like a man bodybuilder who's been running like a big off-season cycle, you don't want to come straight from being on a cycle and then straight into a deficit, because again, you've not given the body time to like like adapt to having that muscle. And so, you know, if you've just built muscle, again, this is all very bro sciencey, but I'm not the only one who thinks this. Like, this is a very common thing in bodybuilding. If you've just built that muscle, it's more likely to go away when you diet. Whereas if you build a muscle and then you hold the muscle at maintenance or in a slight surplus, it's more likely to stick around. So that's kind of like the notion there. So yeah, if you're somebody who's like running cycles and stuff, you might then be in your surplus, be on cycle, come down to maintenance, come off cycle or cruise or whatever fucking thing you want to call it, and then start your prep. So yeah, that's kind of why we're doing this. Like I said, I might start the actual diet in like 2 or 3 weeks. Like, it doesn't have to be a long maintenance phase. Christian said like sometimes he would do like 6 weeks, but again, like, it just depends on what my body's doing and show dates and what we decide. But that's why I've been in a maintenance phase. So there you go. Look at me, I'm vlogging out in public, even though I keep putting the camera down every time somebody walks by me. Yes, right, gonna finish this walk and then I'm gonna have my dinner.
Dinner is served. So this is steak, veggies, kimchi, 300 grams of cooked rice. Just cooked it and like put a bit of soy sauce on it and a bit of oyster sauce, etc. on the veggies. So I know I said earlier, recently I was doing rice for my third meal instead of like the 4 wraps, and I was some days I would do 4 wraps and then I do rice for dinner. So if I was having rice for dinner, I would usually do like 330 grams of rice, and then I was putting honey on it, so like 15-20 grams of honey. Honey is so good on rice with soy sauce, but it's a really good way to get more calories in without adding a load of volume. So when my appetite was a bit lower, I was adding that, but obviously just with food being a tiny bit lower now, I've removed that. But another one of my favorite dinners that I've been having recently was like spaghetti bolognese or pasta bolognese with beef mince with bread, like garlic bread. So what I always do is like buy Spanish bread, I'd air fry it with like the butter spray on it and then rub garlic on it. That was also a really easy way to get more carbs in. I was doing a lot of bread to get more carbs in, but yeah, this is dinner for now. You know, like obviously I'm still on plenty of food, so like rice is fine. You know, when food gets lower, I'll probably swap it to things like egg noodles, potatoes, but I'll save all that. I will save all that for the actual prep vlogs because I'm still not on prep. Yeah, I'm gonna channel on this, gonna watch How I Met Your Mother, and then there's just one more meal. Can't wait. It is time for the final meal. So 275 grams of Greek yogurt, some vanilla flavor drops, a meringue crushed up, frozen raspberries crushed up, peanut butter,
This, I would usually have this as my last meal. Sometimes I have a creamy with like, you know, like maybe some strawberries, some sort of spread or something like that. My little Nocilla chocolate spread. It's definitely not pronounced Nocilla. Now that I say that out loud, it's definitely like Nocia. Uh, I am obviously very uncultured. Anyway, I just had another call there with another new lady who is starting. So yeah, today's been a lot of setups and calls, which we live to see. We love to see. Last week of December buzz. Last week of December. Last week of November. But yeah, so I'm gonna eat this and then just chill, go to bed, because I didn't have the best sleep last night. So I'm hoping to sleep a bit longer. Some mornings I sleep till like 6:30. Other days like today I just woke up at 5, and like I don't really like it. I would love to sleep a little longer, but anyway, it is what it is. I'm gonna eat this, and then I'm gonna catch you tomorrow. Good morning. It was Friday, and my morning has looked the exact same. I actually slept in a little bit, which was nice. Literally just been doing setups. I think I have like 4 to do this week. So that's been it. I was kind of thinking, I don't really know what else to vlog. I mean, I'm just gonna make this like a usual weekend in the life type vlog. I'm actually getting my hair done and tomorrow, and my nails done tomorrow, and I'm going out for one of my friend's birthday, so maybe I'll film that. I also think I have an ASOS order coming today, so maybe I'll do a little try on haul. But yeah, body weight was the same this morning as it was yesterday, so I guess I am maintaining. Which is so funny because in my head I'm like, I should be losing weight even though that's not the goal right now. But anyway, I'm about to go on my usual morning walk in the sunshine. Also, how cute is this t-shirt? It's from Sisters and Secrets. Okay. Bye. I never know how to sign off these little clips. It's all good. Also, I hit 500 subscribers on YouTube, so I love you all. I'm going to the gym now to train hamstrings and glutes. So here's... And here's all the supplements that I currently take. I don't think I've talked about supplements in a while. So this is technically a full day of eating. So, I mean, yesterday was a full day of eating. Either way, so intra workout I always do EAAs, 15 grams. These are the ones I'm currently using. Trained by JP EAAs or their pina colada flavor. So usually when you're looking at EAAs, you want to get ones that have about 2.5 grams of leucine per serving. So these ones have 4,000. Leucine is a very key amino acid that basically tells your muscles, or it tells mTOR, which is the signaling complex that drives muscle protein synthesis. If you consume over 2.5 grams of leucine, that acts as a signal to be like, hey, switch on muscle protein synthesis, which is obviously how we grow. So I have those into workout. It's one of those things like, do you need them? No. Will they maybe give you an extra 1 to 2%? Yeah. If you have the disposable income and you want them, drink them. I've always had them, especially if you're someone who trains fasted. EAAs are probably an essential, literally an essential amino acid, but they are something that I would recommend to anybody who trains fasted, because you're going into your session in an amino acid depleted state, and that is going to mean that when you train you're going to be more likely to go into catabolism, which is muscle protein breakdown, versus anabolism, which is muscle protein synthesis. So if you're not going to eat before you train in the morning, say you're like, training at 6 a.m, I used to do that when I was working. I still work. When I was working in a lab, I would always have EAAs before my session. You could also do intra-workout carbs if you need them. And then basically, so I'm currently trying to cut down my caffeine a little bit, because I was basically doing pre-workout every single time I trained legs, which is obviously 4 days a week, and it's a lot of stimulants, it's a lot of caffeine, and in kind of anticipation of preparing for prep, I want to get myself into a state where I'm not relying on a shitload of stimulants. I also was finding like, I think it does fuck my sleep a bit. I will say I slept well last night, and I did have pre-workout yesterday, but I had like
2/3 of the scoop, like I'm really trying to bring it down. So currently I'll have it 2 days a week, so usually like my quad days, just because they're bigger days. Whereas for hamstrings and glutes, I'm just doing an espresso and that's fine. Oh, I forgot to put sweetener in that. But then I do like to have some sort of pump thing. So I use Dietary Right On. This is my favourite pump product. Placebo wise, I was thinking I should probably get like a powder based pump pre-workout just to drink something on the way to the gym. But I hate most no-stim pre-workouts. Like, I don't know what the, like, I know what the ingredients are, and whatever way they're made, most of them, I just fucking hate them. So I don't drink those, so I'm gonna have it instead. And then my like supplements that I take for like health purposes are vitamin B, because I take metformin. Metformin can deplete vitamin B, vitamin B12. I take omega-3s, which are really good for heart health, cardiovascular health, brain health, hormonal health. I don't eat any fish, so I take those, and I take 3 capsules, which is, it's about 1.5 grams of omega-3. And then I also take NAC. So I take NAC, this is really good for liver health. Obviously when you're running any sort of anabolics, it can skew your lipids and your liver. I'm not running them at the moment, but in my last set of bloods, my AST was a bit high. That's I think it's alanine S transferase. I can't remember the exact one. AST was high. Now I was like, oh shit, but it's a liver enzyme. So I was like, oh, I'll start taking NAC, N-acetylcysteine, to help with that. Although then I realised that AST is just elevated because I train, but I just figured I'll just keep it in for now. Once I start prep and things go back in, I'll be taking more supplements. I'll be taking like Support Max, which is an on-cycle support, but I'll talk about that later. Creatine, I just do like a big teaspoon, it's about 10 grams. And I dry scoop that. A lot of people will put creatine in their workout, but creatine destabilizes if you leave it in water for too long, so you actually shouldn't do that. So sometimes I'll put it in my pre-workout because I'm going to drink that in 5 minutes, but obviously stay in having that. So dry scoop it is, and that's pretty much it. The only thing that I don't take is vitamin D, because I live in a sunny country and I get outside for walks a lot and my vitamin D levels are low. So if you are someone who lives in like Ireland or a place where you're not getting a lot of sunlight, take vitamin D. It's really good for immune health. But the main ones that I recommend to like every client would be creatine, omega-3s, vitamin D. Everything else is like, if you have the cash, get it. And I say that, okay, I should probably say, if you want any of these products, not exactly these brands, but any of these products from different brands, you can get them on Alliance Supplements, and you can use my discount code EMMA10, and you can get the EAAs and get the Right On there. But like, do you need this stuff? No, right? Like, and I'll say that as somebody who's literally paid to talk about these things. You don't need them, but if you really want to get them, they might help a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna go train now.
That was a bit of a sweaty session. I don't know if you can see me sweating. Does anybody else just have like a million of these things just like lying about the place? Like, I literally have so many like in my car and stuff, and Shane is always like, what are these things? And I'm like, they're eyelash brushes. Gotta keep them brushed, you know how it be. And the eyebrows as well. Gorgeous. This is the extent of my beauty routine. I also did some posing after that session. The problem with M13 is there's not really anywhere to pose. Like, they have an upstairs, well, they do have like this kind of little area where they do classes, but the floor is like spongy and I don't want to break my fucking ankle. So that's a no. They have like an upstairs where they've got some like older machines and stuff, and there's like a kind of slightly open area, so sometimes I do some posing there. It's a bit like, because people are always walking by, but this is why I try and remind myself when I'm feeling like that. People are literally going to be watching me on stage doing it, so I may as well get used to people like seeing me like posing, even though it's a bit different, but you know yourself, it's like, okay, it's fine. Like, it's fine. If you can get comfortable posing in an open gym, being on stage will be fucking easy. One thing that I'm actually doing that I just remembered that I need to do is I'm going to buy myself a new pair of posing heels, because my ones are fucked. I mean, well, they're not fucked, but realistically I've actually had these. So these are cocktail, the actual state of them they're actually disgusting. they're the cocktails, the Diamante ones. So I bought these like for my shows, but like the straps are like breaking and everything. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm going to buy myself a new pair of shoes. And I think I'm going to go, I was going to just repurchase the cocktails because that's the ones that I've always had. Because I do like them. But I was talking to my friend Rosie and I saw that she had the Shoe Fairy Olympian ones that they sell on Compact. And now they are like twice the price. And I was like, oh, do I need them? But she said they're really comfortable. And they're only 4.5 inches. And at first I was like, oh, I should get the bigger ones. But actually, I actually think no, I should get the smaller ones because wellness girls are short. Most of them are short. So, yeah, I think I'm going to get iconic. I don't know. What's iconic? Oh, that's fucking good. Yeah, so I'm going to get the Olympians. The Shoe Fairy ones. At least I'm going to try and get them. Yes, they are in stock. So, I don't know. You fucking can't see that. But this is what I'm getting. They're discounted. A whole £15 down. I'm so glad I waited to get those on sale. Listen, every little helps. But, like, if you're looking for posing heels, like, I think the cocktails are, like, 60... Let me check. The cocktails are £68. They're the ones I've had, and I really like them. And they're 5 inches. But I'm going to give the Olympians a go. I'm just going to get the plain clear ones. I do like the Olympians. They're the Shoe Fairy ones. The Shoe Fairy is like an American brand, by the way. A lot of like the Olympians wear them. I really like these Diamantes, like the kind of studded ones. I hate ones that are like all Diamante, like just all over. I hate it. I hate it so much. So anyway, I'm going to get these shipped. I'm going to get these shipped to my house in Ireland because there's actually no point in me getting them shipped to Spain because it's probably going to take about 3 weeks for them to arrive because fucking Spanish, it's called Spanish customs. Sorry, I'm gonna stop going now. I'm gonna order these. I just want to tell you guys that I'm ordering those. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna eat, and then I might go back to the gym with Shane because I have to film something for something special. Oh, actually on Sunday I'm filming. My supplement sponsor is coming over from the UK to film with me. Wild. What? Me? Also funny, so like M13 is Dorian Yates' gym. I haven't seen him in ages and I just saw him there today. He's so scary. I'm sure he's lovely, but I'm terrified of him. And I was walking by him and I was like, you know when you do that awkward like smile at people? He was probably like, who the fuck are you? And I'm like, I'm your biggest fan. Because the thing is, a lot of people probably don't even know who he is who train there. They're like, they don't realise that he's like a fucking Mr. Olympia, but I do. And I'm like, sometimes I listen to like on SoundCloud the motivational like edits with like Ronnie Coleman and Jay Cutler and him in them. So one day I was literally listening to his voice in my ear while I was training. So I'm like, I love you. I don't love him, but you know what I mean. I'm a fan. Okay, I'm gonna shut the fuck up now. I'm actually talking shite. I will catch you later. I have a package. So I am back from, trained in the gym, came home, had my post-workout meal, went back to the gym with Shane because I had some stuff to film, and now I'm back. Just had another meal. I have a call in 40 minutes at 5 p.m. with another new client. So in the meantime, I was like, I'm going to do an ASOS haul because I got some stuff for my holiday. Well, kind of like holiday / Christmas in general because I'm going to Dubai. And I was like, oh, I'll wait until tomorrow to try it all on because I just ate and I'm kind of bloated. And then I was like, Emma, you're literally going to be wearing these clothes at night time after eating all day. So just fucking try them on now. So that is what I'm going to do. Okay, this is the first thing that I got. So this is obviously a dress. So we're going to Dubai to get my engagement ring, just in case nobody knows. So we were going to go for like a nice dinner one of the nights to like celebrate on the Saturday. So I got this, kind of thinking it would be nice. It is, I think it's kind of nice, but it's also, it's like a teeny, like it's closed. So don't get me wrong, it's closed. But like it was not an easy close. It was not an easy close. It wasn't like an impossible close, but also wasn't an easy close. Like I feel like if I was literally like 2 or 3 pounds lighter, this would fit perfectly. Now it does have these like buckles, and I kind of, if I loosen these a bit, it kind of gave it a bit more. But yeah, I don't know, I'm a bit like, I'll probably bring it and just see how I'm feeling. Like, it's cute. I mean, it's a black dress. It's kind of hard to go wrong. Anything that's like kind of short, I always get a bit like weird about because my legs are kind of big. I just feel like it's not the best look. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about this one. Maybe. It's a maybe. Okay, so the other night I was going out for dinner and I was like, oh, I'm gonna wear a leopard print top, and then I realised I have none, which I feel like I used to have loads. So I got this, just like leopard print top, which has like a low back. She's cute. And then I also got these like pants. I'm not ours changing the height of the camera. I do like a wide leg pant now. I definitely need a belt with these because they're just like way too big. They're slightly giving Father Christmas, but I feel like I wouldn't wear them with this top, but I feel like with like a black top maybe and like some chunky black soled sandals maybe, it'd be kind of cute. Kind of giving North Pole maybe just a little bit. Okay, again, two things that I wouldn't wear together, but I'm really liking gold lately. So I got this like gold bodysuit, which is cute. I wear like gold jewelry because my hair is dark now. And then I also got, there's a leopard print theme, but I got this little kind of mini skirt. So I already have a midi skirt that's like leopard print like this, but I wanted a shorter one. I would probably roll this up a bit. I think it's a bit too long. Maybe that's a bit short, but it's cute. Again, I would wear this with a belt. I think with me, I need things to have belts to like cinch me in a little bit, because even though my waist ain't tiny right now, it is, you know, it's kind of on the smaller side. I don't love this. Okay, so I got this like cord. Obviously it's very bright red. First of all, it's one shoulder, so fucking hard to get on. And this like arm is like so small. I'm sorry, what kind of midget arm is this for? I just feel like I feel like it would be nice not together. It's kind of reminding me as well of like the sort of stuff that we used to wear like out to the club when we were like 20. Yeah, I think in theory nice. Like it is definitely really good quality. Like I don't know what the fuck. Do I have one inside? I don't know. Yeah, like the quality is nice, like it's really thick and stuff like that, but yeah, I just feel like my 20-year-old self before going out, so I don't think that this is gonna be a vibe. It's a bit too much, I think. Okay, so clearly I had like cords on the brain. So again, we've got a cord. I actually prefer this one a lot. I think the colour's nicer too. It's not as like mwah, in your face as the other one. The skirt is too big, but again, I could just put a belt on it and cinch it in, and I think it would be nice. Lots of room for food, which is always good. Yeah, I think like, I don't know. It's kind of making me look like a little frumpy. One sec, let me grab a belt. Okay, I got a belt. No. Damn, I really wanted to like this one. Yeah, not really a fan of that either. Maybe it's just together. Maybe if I change the top of the skirt, we'll see. Love this t-shirt. She's cute. Little leopard print moment. I have literally no idea why I bought this skirt. Like, what was I thinking? It's bandage material? Like, bandage dresses were huge. Again, when I was like 20, so why the fuck did I buy this? This is not, no. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being like averse to it because it's bandage, but it just feels, no, I don't like it. I hate it. Alright, and one of the last things I got is this top, which was a fucking mystery to get on. Yeah, I mean, this would be cute with like black trousers or whatever. It's just a little green top. I also got that red top. I got the same one in black, but to be honest, it did not fit very well, so I'm probably going to return that because, yeah, it was just not ideal for the arms, I think. I don't fucking know. I also got some jewellery, so yeah, not the best haul. I feel like it could have been better. It could have been better. But to be fair, I'm literally going to Dubai for 3 days, so I don't need that much stuff. So yeah, I'm probably going to return a good bit of this. Because if it's not mate, if it's not fuck yes, it's a no. It's a no. But you know what, like I will say, I'm obviously peak off season and I don't hate the way that I look, so that's a win in and of itself. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, I have loads of clothes, so I'm under no shortage, but I just wanted a few like kind of autumn winter things. Anyway, I'm going to call now. I'm going to call now. I have a call now. And I need to get started editing this video and doing other bits. Happy Saturday. I am just about to go and get my hair done. I can't wait. I've just spent the morning, went to do my cardio, did some steps, editing my video, did some setups this morning, sent them off to new clients. So it's been a productive Saturday morning. I'm excited to go and just chill. Bit of a pamper. I'm just about to have my lunch, which is one of my favorite meals ever. My noodle, like egg noodle stir fry with pineapple and steak and stuff. I haven't had this in ages because with how hot my food was on the rest day, like I did not have the appetite for it. So now I do, and I love it so much. And then I also made some baked out cookies, which I'm currently trying to cool in the freezer before I go, just so that they're not too melty. And I think I'm going to wrap the video here because the rest of the day, or the rest of the weekend, is just, well, I'm going out tonight and filming tomorrow with the Alliance team, and that's all going to be filmed by them. So you'll be able to see that somewhere. I don't know if it's going to be in their Instagram or YouTube or what the story is, but that should be exciting. And then I think we're all heading out for dinner as well. So it's going to be a nice rest of the weekend, but this vlog is already 40 or 50 minutes long. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, as always, please don't forget to subscribe, give me a like, give me a comment, share it on your social medias. And if you do that, I will come and give you a very big virtual hug. Bye!